Hey everyone, welcome to Module 11, Methods. Okay, so what we've been doing in Java up to this point is just procedural programming. We haven't got to object-oriented programming yet. And I'm going to do Methods folder in JGrass for Module 11. So I'm going to show you how to write a procedural program that calls other methods. And what's a method? I guess that's the first thing we need to do, right? What's a method? A method, I just jump everything. If a method is a smaller piece of task that's inside of your program. So we call them modules and functions too. And we dump those all into this one category of methods, okay? In reality, a module is a task to do something that doesn't return anything, returns nothing. Remember that from Coral? And then a function is a task to do something. It's a special module because it returns something. Okay, so that's how I'm going to talk about that. I always call it jump it into. You'll see professors, they start talking, just dumping everything into methods usually, okay? So we're going to call this deep and deeper. I like this program because it really emphasizes how to call other methods. Started out the same way. We name our class, make sure it starts with a capital letter. We indent, doesn't matter how many spaces, it's whatever you want there. Public static void main is what all Java programs start with. And there's my template, right? This is how all my procedural programs look like, my templates, right? Must be called the same name as my class. Must start with a capital letter. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do in main is just print something. I am in main. And then I want to put comments here to show you that, of course, this open goes with that. This open goes with that close. When you hover over them, it shows you where the close is, okay? And that's important when you're trying to make new methods in Java. So when I run this, it's a simple print. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is add onto this code a call statement. I'm going to call a method called deep. To do that, that's what that is. That's a call to a method called deep. Method names are the exact same names as variables. They start with a small letter and can be camel case. Okay. How do I know the difference between a variable and a method? A method has parentheses after it. This main is a method. It has parentheses after it. And it actually, main actually has a parameter list in it. This one does not. I'm just going to call this method. It's not going to compile because it's going to go can't find symbol because you're trying to call the program and the method called deep in this program, but it's not written yet. So how do I write it? I always go like this. I copy and paste this up until the semicolon. Don't include the semicolon. Control C it. After main, I write my header for this new method that I'm going to call. Public static void and then Control V. And that's how I write my header to this method. I open this method up and close it. Notice there's no semicolon there. This is a structure, right? And inside here, I'm actually going to copy and paste and just type in this print statement down here. And in that method, I'm going to say I am in deep. So I'm just writing the names of my methods. So now when I run this program, should run now, yeah. No syntax errors. First it says, I'm in main, prints this, it calls, it stops, it goes down here and runs this and says I'm in deep. Simple enough. So this is an extra method that's now in this deep and deeper class. Notice that the method main is this main method here. and it does this, but it stops here. You have to have your static methods outside of main. What do I mean by static methods? The word static in Java means it doesn't have anything corresponding or relating to objects, right, of a different class. So we put static. This is called a static method. Its void here, which you'll notice is up here, means no return. There's no return in these methods. I just do something and go back to from where I was called. I'm going to add another print statement here and say I am back in main. Make the white space a little easier to see that. Run this. And so now I have, first it prints this, then it calls this method, it stops, loses control, goes down, runs that method, comes back, and then finishes back in main. That's how that runs. I can call a method from deep. What if I go down here and say, okay, call deeper? Okay, so I'm outside of main, so I'm going to make this header below the deep to make it kind of like in a chronological order. Public, static, void, control V, deeper. Open that method, close it. Inside here, do another, system.out.print method or instruction. I want this one. And here, I am in deeper. That's the name of this method. Okay, so notice how we write the method header. This is the body of the method, right? You can write as many things or as many statements as you need in each method that we have to do. What's important for you as a coder is to understand how it runs. Okay, it starts here, prints that, calls deep, stops, goes down here, calls deep, prints this, I'm in deep, calls this, stops, goes down here, prints I'm in deeper, prints that, goes back, nothing after this deeper call, goes back, and then prints the last statement. Easy way, if you're confused, run the stepper up there next to the ladybug. And then you can watch how it runs, and you can see what it's doing and what's printing. And that will help you with your logic skills and trying to figure out what's happening. So that's my first program that I want to show you, which has 3 methods in it. Okay, send me emails in Canvas if you have any questions.